Okay. Hello. We're going to talk about social entrepreneurship. So let's start with Daniela.
Real value is very subjective and complex. People perceive it in different ways, and it comes from different factors in the environment. Economics neoclassic perception of value is whatever a person is willing to pay for it. But the deeper question is much more complex. For example, wine. The more expensive it is, the more expectations the person will have, and therefore it will change the way that person experiences it, and it will change its value. The point is that enterprises, manufacturers, or products have social benefits. Maximizing efficiency will impact planets and people's lives.
So I'm going to talk about creating shared value. And as we all know, philanthropy is sharing wealth that's already been created. So, social service and so on. But what they're saying now is that some professors in Harvard, that all profits are not created equal. Those that carry a social benefit are better, which basically means that when you are creating a profitable business and one that is doing good, you're not only benefiting yourself because you're making profit, but it's beneficial to everybody because you're doing something good for the society, for the government, and everyone's happy. And this has completely changed the incentives of the business and how you look at it. And what they also say is that creating shared value is by serving, and when I say serving, it means serving the society. Thanks.
So now I'll talk about a case, the Piedmont case about the biofuels. So what's happening in the biofuels, the replacement of petroleum fuel, and there is a high demand for the car, for example. So this company collect used or wasted fat from restaurants or houses as well. There is a huge point in this part because if the US government once considered the biofuels as a evil, because they use the oil palm tree. So you can imagine in Malaysia they just burn the rainforest for put the palm tree, and there is a huge impact in the environment. So this part they talk about the certification. In this case, the round table on sustainable biomaterials. So this certification try to create credibility and transparency that one guarantee the best way for the biofuels.
Okay, so I want to share three parts from the video. The first is that I mentioned in the video that there are three steps for social enterprises to be successful. The first one is the most fundamental one, is to do the important work, which means to improve the quality of life in the community in some way. And the second is do the important work well, which means you need to be financially sustainable and create a workplace that is not only good for your employees, but also good for the society and the environment. You need to take all the stakeholders into account. And the third part is to move, you should be able to move to scale in order to serve more people. And the second part is about trust. So we as human beings, we need trust and we value trust. But when trust enters the marketplace and the market relationship becomes a trade-off. It's a trade-off against willingness to pay. So of course we want to the environment to be good, but we may not be willing to pay double the price for the environmentally friendly products. So we are easy to give away these sacred values in the market. But the problem is when we make this kind of trade-offs, we often think too short terms and we are sacrificing too much. However, if the company can create some kind of transparency, and it will create a mutual understanding and a mutual involvement that everyone in the society or in the company can have a understanding and share the same value, that would be a trust factor that propels the trust within. And the third part is about the company. The company should be built to serve other people, as mentioned before, not for profits. However, it doesn't mean that the financial part should be totally off the script. It should mean that because if you cannot adequately monetize the work you do, you will not be there to serve other people. So the profits or the money is the metric of sustainability, not the purpose of your company.
And well, for conclusion, we really need to start thinking about how our personal values match with the professional responsibilities that we have, especially as entrepreneurships. Now, there's also one part of the video that we think is really important for that, is that all the business are part of the community. They are not above it. So everything that we do as a business and as an individual working in business needs to help the community to improve. It's not about everything else and not about the short-term goals a business can have, but the long-term ideal and the long-term goals that we have as a society and as a community. And we also have to put everything in a broad global context. Our action has repercussions, and companies' action have repercussions in the world. So it's really important to start thinking about what happened next, not what only happened now, and not only what happened in the numbers, but in our society and our evolution as human beings. So that will be all for the moment. So that's me, that's Enrique.
Daniela?
Snake.
Marcilio.
And Lilienda.
And thanks!
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.